We're going to continue on with basic shapes, and what we want to do, we're using our old trusty little brush, and we want to make sure there's a little bit of water on the paintbrush here. We just want to create a basic shape. We want to create a circle, and we're just going to go with that circle right in there. Maybe put a little more color, and you want to put your color from the outside, and then I'll show you a neat little trick that we're going to use to make this look real complex. Inside of our circle, we're just going to go with little circles, and we're just going to leave some of the dark, so that the dark is transparent and shows through some. Now see how that looks real intricate and looks like you put a lot of detail, a lot of work into it. Now, we're going to go with a triangle right about here. The triangle lives there, so we'll just put him there. And we got our triangle right there. Now, our triangle, underneath our triangle, we're going to just put a little rectangle here. And we're going to put the rectangle all the way down. And then we're going to go with our color a little bit over in there. We're going to leave some of the dark showing through. Leave the transparency. Now, we're going to take a partial oval here, and we're just going to go on down with it like that. And then we're going to go over here. And we might go with a couple more lines of the oval. There we go. Now, we're going to maybe put a couple more triangles over here. Just put a few of them. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just a few. We're just having fun. We're just being creative and having fun. And in your little world, you can create it the way you want. There's nothing that's absolutely perfect. Nothing nowhere near perfect. Just express yourself, have fun with it. Now up here, we're going to make a couple of rectangles. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with the white in there. And then we're not going to do the other side of the rectangle. We're just going to let it go. But we're just going to put our rectangle, another one right there, and go. We are not going to put an end to the rectangle there. We're just going to start the rectangle there and just go on over. There we go. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to outline this triangle right there so that it comes out from the sun a little bit. Then right here, we're going to put a little outline, and then we're going to draw that outline, draw that darkness over there. Just put a little bit of dark right here, and then we're just going to pull the dark over, and we're going to put a little more. We just want to make that kind of not be too prominent. And then our little little triangles over here. We just want to start from the bottom and get a little bit of gray, a little bit of black, whatever. Black and white mixed together make gray. So a lot of your colors you'll actually mix on the canvas, and it's okay. Now, we want to go with a little bit of black around our triangles up here. Now what we're doing, we're just giving it some substance, and we're building up textures, and we're building up patterns. We're building things up. Okay, I do believe we may go with a little bit of squigglies in here. These are just a little bit of lines to just get a little bit of shadow. There we go. Now, I do believe that in the circle there, we may take a little bit of gold, and we may just go around the edge. Just put the gold on the edge and just slowly build it. So far, you want to leave a lot of the transparency still there. You want to be able to see through. Seeing through and leaving things, and you want to be creative. You want to be creative, and you want to make things look more complex than they perhaps are. It's an easy way to do things, and it's just so much fun. You can build up your world in any way you want. You can build up your world, because your world is your creation. And that's the beauty of art. There is no right or wrong. There's your way, and anything you do is a triumph. Anything you master is such a great feeling. And we all aren't good at the same things. That's just not the way things work. Now, with this image, with using just our basic shapes, we have basically created a sun out of the circle. Rectangles are clouds. Rectangles are clouds. The triangles, they are pine trees. And these triangles are back further. They don't show out as much, so they're back in the background. This pine tree is in the foreground. Oh, I thought of something. We could put us a little tiny square right there. And that little square is the trunk of the tree. But anyway, this is a pine tree. These are pine trees way back. And then this is a rectangle, that the rectangle is like a rock outcrop that the tree's growing on. And then you have the oval, or at least the part of the oval. That is your water. So when you create shapes are all around you. Shapes are a vital part of nature, of anything you want to create. Shapes are the building blocks. Um, there'll be variations to the shapes, but using the basic shapes um, are a great beginning. Um, just look for shapes. Um, and you can use shapes to create all kinds of stuff. We created a basic scene, and you can create anything your imagination presents to you. Enjoy creating.